Hi, my amazing planner friends. It's Jess from my Magical Planner. And this week we're going to be planning out the week of February 5th through the 11th. And I'm going to be using a kit that I got from a subscription from Sweet Kawaii Design. I'm just kind of pointing things out here to you guys. This is the full kit. I hadn't used anything. I don't know if she's since changed her format any, but this was a kit I got, I think, last year around this time, and I hadn't used any of it. So I decided this would be the perfect week to use it because I had just gotten back from the Galentines conference. And I want to say that I planned this on Wednesday of that week. So some of it is back planning, and having a kit for those weeks just makes it a lot easier. Now, this video will be a little different in the aspect of I did lose the first about 8.5 minutes of audio, and the rest of it is me talking through going to the Galentines conference and dealing with my anxiety there. That being said, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I liked the conference. I just don't know if planner conferences are the right fit for me because of the level of my anxiety. And so I don't know if I'm going to be attending anymore. Not because this conference was bad in any way, but it was really challenging for me. And I wanted to give that perspective to anybody else who may be struggling with anxiety and trying to go to these events on their own. So that being said, let's kind of start things off. And I'll try and match up as best as I can to when the audio cuts back in. So I flew down the day before the conference, and I have a lot of travel anxiety. I did not realize, and I should have realized, that the Atlanta airport is the biggest airport in the world, the busiest airport in the world. It is massive, and going there is an experience. And if you have travel anxiety, it is just really hard. So we flew in, flight was fine. But we ended up parking at the very, almost at the international terminal, which is pretty much as far away from baggage claim as you can get. And they do have a train that runs the length of the airport, but I landed right around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And that is probably the worst time to land in the airport there because everybody, especially on a Friday, is coming home. So the airport was insanely busy, and so busy, in fact, that when I went to get on the little subway type thing that they have in there, that I didn't see space for me in the cars. And I waited for 2 trains, and both trains were just jam-packed, and I couldn't make myself step onto this train with all these people. So I ended up walking from where the plane landed to baggage claim, which took me a good, I want to say, half hour, 45 minutes to walk that. Then you have to take another train to where the rental car facility is, which is also massive, which it totally makes sense, but it was very overwhelming. And so I get my rental car and I'm sitting in there trying to punch in my coordinates and everything, but it's a parking garage. And so it has, the cement and layers of cement. And so my GPS and my phone isn't connecting. So I'm totally panicking, going, I don't know how to get out of here and get to my hotel. Finally, I'm just okay, I have to get out of here so I can get signal, and hopefully I'll get enough signal before I have to make a turn. But I was literally drenched in sweat at this point from panicking about all of this stupid stuff. It annoys me so much that I freak out about these little things. So I finally get the car, I get it out and everything, and I enter the highway in Atlanta right at rush hour with all of these cars, and I so was not prepared for the 4-lane in both directions crazy that was. So the hotel was supposed to be, I think it was half an hour away, but it took more like an hour to get there because of the traffic. So I get there and I go to my hotel, I get all settled and everything, and I go up to my room, I put my stuff in the room, and then I'm like, okay, it's like 6 at night. I need to go get food. So I could see the Chick-fil-A like across from this little street that the hotel was on. And I was like, I like Chick-fil-A. We don't have them up north really. Like my nearest Chick-fil-A is over an hour away. So unless I'm going to the airport, then it's 45 minutes, but you have to go in the airport like with the ticket. Anyhow, so I go to Chick-fil-A and I'm like, I'm just going to get a grilled chicken sandwich. It's all going to be good. And, I'll get back to my hotel room. I'll eat my dinner in the hotel room. It's fine. So I go to exit and I realize that you cannot turn back onto the street that I had come off of from this direction. So I had to go over this bridge in order to turn around and be able to come back to where my hotel was. And mind you, it's still like crazy traffic. So I'm like, okay. And then the bridge has, I think my husband called it a reverse diamond. I'd never seen one before. And you essentially, over the bridge, go on the wrong side of the road, which totally freaked out my brain because I was like, I'm on the wrong side of the road. This just feels wrong, even though you're only doing it for the length of the bridge. And I'm sure there's a traffic flow reason for it, but I kind of hated it. So anyhow, you go reverse diamond and then I go up another block and I'm like, okay, I can turn around and come back. And this whole ordeal takes like 45 minutes from the time I leave Chick-fil-A to getting back to my hotel room. So my fries were cold. I was so sad. So besides this, I had emailed Planners and Tacos. I realized that my anxiety was going to be in full force for this trip. And so I had said, if you need an extra set of hands, I'm totally willing to come and help you. And she messaged me that night being like, yes, please come and help us set up. So I had plans to go to the hotel at 10 o'clock the next day and set up. I just did like simple stuff like put tablecloths on, set things on the table, just the mindless things that you need another set of hands to do. With this, I did not, because I wasn't really planning on volunteering. It was just like a last minute thought. I didn't plan my meals very well. So I had food at the hotel before I left to go help, but I didn't really plan lunch. So I get there, I set up for 2 hours, and then it's time for everybody to be there. So it's not really a chance for me to go get lunch unless I wanted to leave the venue and like miss part of the conference, which I didn't want to do. So bad planning on my part, which may have added to the anxiety that I had later. So I guess what I'm saying is that if you're doing one of these things, make sure you plan out your food. I didn't starve or anything. There was food there. It just was not like a meal, if that makes sense. It was little snacky type things. And really, it was only the one thing that they had. They had this like little pancake station. And I did get stuff there. There were like these little mini pancakes, and I did have a couple of those. But it wasn't like a meal. It was like finger food. And it was like they were this big, and I think I had 3 of them or 4 of them with like some berries on top kind of deal. And there was an open bar, but I was too nervous to go and get anything at the open bar because that's how I roll. Yeah, the nerves are real. So, and the next thing I'm going to tell you about is it's not a critique. I debated about mentioning it, but if you're thinking about going to one of these conferences and you do have social anxiety issues similar to me, I figured it might be helpful. So not a critique on the people involved in this, but I had set my my backpack. Like a bunch of them were all going to sit at at the same table, and I'd been talking to two of the other volunteers, and I thought, oh, this will be good. I'll sit with them and I'll be more relaxed, and maybe I'll try and be more outgoing, right? So I set my backpack there, and I noticed that they had all set up their gifts to give to, like, their table mate gifts, and I was just verifying that those are table mate gifts and not other things that we need to set out. And when I realized that, and I didn't really have anything else I was doing at the moment, so I was like, oh, well, I'll put mine out. And then one of the girls took me aside and was like, sorry, like, we're kind of saving spots for people who aren't here yet. Like, she apologized like 4 times. But because of my social anxiety, I had a really, really hard time. And she did come back later and was like, oh, we actually ended up having room for you at our table if you want to come over and join us. But at that point, I was, I couldn't. So I don't think it was her fault. It was just, I should have asked first and not put her in that awkward position. And anyhow, so that happened. And then the conference, I think there were a bunch of things that didn't quite go to plan. So there was a speaker on hand lettering, and then there was a make and take of a keychain that did not go as planned. I'm sure it did not go the way that, I think she says her name Shanti, Planners and Tacos had planned. Took way longer. The glue guns, they were having problems with them, and it was just a thing. So they ended up not doing any of the other speakers, which I think if you're a more social person is totally fine. But if you're not a social person, it is challenging, because you're like, what am I supposed to do? And I don't know how to socialize with all these people, and there's a lot of people and there's a lot of noise, and I got really overwhelmed. So essentially I sat in the corner because after like the table thing, I found a table that was against the wall so that I didn't have anybody behind me. I didn't feel like anybody was staring at me, kind of thing. It was off to the side. I didn't feel like it was in anybody's way. And I just kind of did that for that was my spot. I did, and you will see this. I'm not sure when the video will go out though. But I did spend a considerable amount at they had a couple of booths, not as many as I actually expected for sticker shops, but Paper Trail Plans was there, and a new to me company. Oh shoot. I think it was Simply Paper was the name, and I spent like $200 between the two of them. And I think part of that was me being so anxious and just being like, I'm going to do this, and it's going to make me feel like I'm more part of everything. But that was that was the weekend. And then like getting back there, it was just really stressful because travel is stressful for me. So yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to try and put in what I did on the various different days here first. Let's see if I remember. And if you guys have questions about the Galentines Planner Conference in Georgia, I think there might have been a second one someplace else. I saw some pictures on Facebook that was maybe smaller. Maybe it was just like a PR team. I'm not sure. Anyhow, but if you guys have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them for you guys. I think for me personally, that I'm not sure if the planner conferences are worth the cost. Just because I'm not so social and I feel awkward the whole time, and my nerves, like, it takes a lot for me to just get there. And then I get overwhelmed. So yeah, I can't decide if it's worth it. And I've spent the last couple of days kind of recovering from not only that, but the comprehensive testing I did last week, which kind of threw my brain for a loop, which is what it's supposed to do, but it's a lot for my anxiety all at once. So, okay. So on Monday, really all we had were Megan lessons. And evidently I'm just putting all the pink stuff on today. So her lessons over here, and she did stay for off ice, and that is crooked, crooked, crooked. So we'll just put Megan lessons. And then I did some, did I do recording or editing on Monday? Oh, I can't remember. I think I did editing. So we'll put one of these guys in here. Just like we'll do it. And that's, hold on. If I put it on this side, it kind of balances a little better, doesn't it? Okay. Ooh, I can use one of my fountain pens. Which one? We'll do pink, right? So we're going to do the Jin Hao. So, video, editing. Oh, and I also started there was a challenge for Instagram that they like set me to do a story every day. So I've been doing that this week too. And then Tuesday, what do we do Tuesday? Let's see. Oh, I went to the gym for my 8-week assessment. Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing. Let's see. All right, we're going to do this one. So, go. Even though it's not going to be exact here, we're going to do this. And there was a YouTube video. What was this YouTube? Oh, this was the new pen. New pen video. And then I can put the gem underneath with like, maybe I do need a secondary color. Maybe do this color. Yeah, the gym assessment. So after 8 weeks, I have lost 0 pounds. I've lost 0 inches. I am considerably stronger, which I guess there's that, but it was kind of disheartening. And I think some of that is the inflammation from the stuff I ate when I was down south, to be honest. So we had the gym assessment. Megan had her lessons. And then Emily had OT. So I'm going to do, let's see. All right, I guess I do need more color in here. Hold on. Ooh, I can do this one for Megan's lessons. There was some overlap on these, but lessons. And then Emily had her OT appointment, which went pretty well. And then, let's see, what else did we have? I think that was it. Okay. And then today, so Megan had super early, crazy lessons. She's considering being done with skating. She's thinking about changing to drama and debate. And I'm interested to see where we go with it. Like, it could be good for her to have the change. She's been doing skating so long. So she had skating this morning. I had therapy this afternoon, which was a little later than normal. Oh, I did some recording this morning. Do I have something I could use to record this? Video recording. And this is therapy for me. And then Megan has therapy tonight as well. We'll do this one. Okay. And then I did do editing yesterday as well. That was the other big thing I did. So I can use another one of these little computer guys. Oh, and a video went up. Sorry, a video went up at 9 too. That was, let's see, monthly goals video. So I've got that. And I think that's everything for the first half of the week. Dan is meeting with his accompanist tonight for solo ensemble. And Ethan has something tonight too. Okay, Thursday. So I am going to the gym in the morning. I have an appointment at like 8:45. So, gym. And then I have a massage at like right after, because the plan is to go to the gym. I have to fill out a little bit of paperwork, and then at 10 o'clock we'll have a massage. So maybe I just use this little guy. Which will be good coming off of this last couple days. that. Oh, I've got a video I think coming up tomorrow too, which is the video inks. It's the New Wearing Gull Peter Pan inks. Oh, and the other thing I can mark over here is did a bunch of cleaning today to try and catch up with stuff. We'll do house tidy. Okay, so there's that. And then what else do I have going on tomorrow? Megan has a lesson, I think. Yes, and then there's the Club Moxie class. So we do the Club Moxie class. I don't know if I'll attend it in person, but we'll try. I'm gonna put this all the way down here. And then let's use the purple small one, or purpley pink small one for Megan's lesson. And Moxie live training. We'll see if I'm awake late enough to do that. I'm not sure I will be. And then on Friday, oh, this one's hard. So the restaurant where Dan works is kind of a family-owned business, and the owner's wife died this last week, so her funeral is on Friday. So Daniel is going to go, and Jared is going to go with him. I offered to go, but I never met her, and Jared had. So I'm going to let them do it because I don't want to intrude on their moment. But if Daniel needed me to go with him, I would. So there's that. And there's also a hockey game that night. So, oh, let's use the little couch guy for hockey. He seems good. Oh, no. Let's actually, we're going to use this over here because we're going to go see Frozen, like the high school's putting it on. So I think that's probably a better call. So we'll use this one for the hockey game, which I think people will still go to. I don't know if I will or not, but so hockey game. It's one of the last ones. I think they only have a couple more. And oh, this one's against Michigan State. Ooh, maybe I will go. We'll see. Oh, the 10th. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I was like, did I put stuff on the wrong day? No, we're good. The 10th is Lunar New Year. That definitely needs to be marked. You'll do the unicorn up here for Lunar New Year. Alright, and oh, the theater. So Frozen with else. Some of Megan's friends are in the production, so that'll be nice. Sorry guys, my camera died, so I'm not exactly sure where I left off. So just in case you need it, here is a close-up of that second half of the week. I did add in this bunny sticker to remind myself to relax over the weekend. We're going to go see a play with the girls. I'm going to get my planning video out. My husband is leaving on travel on Sunday, and it is Lunar New Year. I didn't have a dragon, so I put the unicorn there and used one of the big planner stickers and the planning session sticker to go here. So that leaves me with my sidebar. And let's see what we should put in the sidebar, because I set up some weekly actions, but I can't remember what they are. Okay. So I might need another checklist added to this, but I need to get a hairstylist phone number. My stylist a while ago kind of stopped doing hair, so I've been kind of in limbo for a while. This number, let's do that. And then I'm going to put read a book. We'll see if that happens. I'm not sure at this point. Then new family poll. If you're new to my channel, I put polls up in our kitchen. I have a whiteboard there, and I'll put different polls up for the kids. It's kind of a fun way to get information out of them and share information. And we can kind of plan things together that way. Let's see. Oh, make GI doctor appointment. Yeah, I'm going to need another set of checklists, and I think I'm going to go with the same color. Oops. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing the Insta story challenge. So Insta stories, it's just posting every day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I can mark some of these off. And then what else do I have here? Oh, family check-in. That's just me kind of seeing how everybody is doing and making sure we don't have anything that needs to be there, like taken care of. Start work on kid chores. This is a big undertaking. Like, we had chores in place prior to me getting sick, and it just hasn't gotten back to there. So, and with neurodivergent kids, there's a lot of help that they need to be able to tackle chores, and I just haven't had the energy. But we're going to try and get back on track there. I don't know that I'm going to go through books yet, but I can fix the light in the kids' bathroom. That's just, the little like globe things aren't on it because they were taken off so the mirror could be put up, and they just need to be put back up. Let's see what else. And I think the location for the meetup is going to carry over till next week, because that feels really overwhelming right now with as far behind as I am with the week, but I feel like I can get these done. So other things I need to add, grocery pickup. So I'm going to get groceries on Saturday. I'm thinking of 11. And then tomorrow I can do laundry, I think. So, maybe go to the gym. So I'm going to put gym here with a question mark. And is there a laundry little icon guy? I feel like there was. Oh, there's a grocery cart too. We should add that because we can. And yes, there is a laundry basket. I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to give myself actual check boxes under here to get at least 3 loads done. I should probably get more done on Sunday, so I'll put another one there because there's always laundry to be done, honestly. Okay, so we have that. Anything else? I'm gonna put Costco in here too. Because I'm just really out of a bunch of stuff. So I'll do that. Okay, I think that's everything for this week. So we'll see how the week goes, but hopefully well. And I'll see you guys probably on Tuesday for another video. Possibly sooner, but definitely by Tuesday. So until then, I'll see you guys real soon.